Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to Lean Trends Captured, and I'm so happy to be with you today as we get to talk about so many issues happening in the society, social, economic. I'm not so good at doing political talks, like I'm really scared of politics, so no go area, but any other topic that is not of that, I'm so happy to talk about it with you. So you know how we do it. If you've got a topic that you want me to address, just go to my Facebook page, DM me, Linda Sanyika, and then you never know, your topic might be the next thing that I'll be sharing here on my YouTube channel. Or you can just go on Instagram at Mudiwali, DM me as well, and then we get to talk about it. We get to talk about it and we get to share it so that we make wisdom go viral, we spread love all over the place so that people know actually that these topics are happening. Someone is actually talking about these issues that are happening in the world. And I mean, we can't change it in one day, but we can try and be the best that we can be and actually make a difference in the society, because that's the goal at the end of the day, not just to be of existence in the world, but actually to be of impact and actually impact someone, maybe one or two people. You know, it doesn't have to be 1,000 people. My goal is just to reach out to at least one person, and as long as they're good and they feel something and something changes in them, I am really happy. So today we're going to talk about the issue of depression. I'm just going to touch on it a little bit, and then I'll bring more to it as I bring guests to this channel. So depression, I'm going to talk about it in the Zimbabwean context, because I know that it's a very big topic outside of Africa and outside of Zimbabwe, but I don't think it's a big enough topic in Zimbabwe, as many people are not educated enough to actually know what depression is and what depression does to people, which pains my heart. It gives me really pain in my heart, because it's something that I think should be spoken about every day. I think mental health should be a topic that is made viral and that people should hear about each and every day, because I think it's much bigger of a disease as any other, as cancer, as coronavirus, as any other disease really, because depression can have resulted in so many people dying. So when something happens in our lives, be it a traumatic experience, be it really a traumatic experience, or we've lost a friend or a job or something that is very dear to us, we go through a grieving period, and sometimes one cannot actually get to a point where they process that grieving period in a healthy manner, and they just don't know how to deal with that pain, and it then ends up being something way bigger and something way more complicated than just grieving, and turns into depression. And they actually don't know how to handle it. So this is not because one person is weak, but it's actually because they are hurt too bad and so bad that they don't know what to do with the pain, but actually to hurt themselves. Yeah, it's really sad, because I want someone to listen that I, for one, I am a survivor of depression. I'm a victim of depression. I survived it. It wasn't easy, as I went through a very difficult traumatic experience when my dad got sick and it ended up affecting me, but I survived. So this is a period when one cannot see hope. You're hurt so much, you don't know what to do with your pain. Things are not working out, you're constantly crying, sometimes you've got huge cravings, and all these things that are happening in your life, right? And sometimes it gets heavier on the person such that they take their lives. We've got so many famous people who took their lives because they were so hurt and they were depressed. Because they were depressed. I feel overwhelmed and a bit emotional, because it's a topic that people are not doing justice to, and I think we should just really raise awareness. And in this challenging economic of Zimbabwe, it's very easy for young people or even elderly people to fall into depression because there are no jobs. There's just a lot of drama in the political arena. There's a lot of drama in the business. Social people are attacking each other each and every day. Like, people are HIV positive, there's coronavirus, there's no money, there's inflation in the country. People can actually get to a point where they don't know what to do and fall into depression. And when you don't get enough help with that, the only survival tactic that one might have is just taking their lives. It's just taking their lives because they don't know what to do. They're hurt. And I just want to urge someone out there that if someone is going through depression, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Mental health awareness should be a top notch. Mental health awareness should be a topic that people talk about every day. Let's get help out there. Let's help people talk about their problems. Let's be, let's be a shoulder to our brothers and sisters. Let's be kind to people who are going through experiences, to people that have lost their loved ones, to people that have lost their jobs, to people that are just going through a very difficult period in their lives. Let's be kind to each other and actually understand that someone is going through pain. It doesn't have to be physical pain. It can be emotional pain as well. And emotional pain is real, even though people cannot be able to see that someone is emotionally sick, that someone is emotionally broken, that someone is emotionally broken inside, is emotionally damaged. They are shattered. You know what you feel? You feel like the whole world is on top of you. And the worst thing is when one is going through depression, no one is willing to understand, and no one actually understands. So, when someone wants to have a conversation with you, sit down and keep quiet. I understand that there's so much that you know. I understand that you want to talk so much as well. You want to respond, you want to give advice and all that. But please, what that person needs is not advice from you. What that person needs is just your ears and your heart to just listen and sit with them. And just listen and sit with them. Keep your advice to yourself and use it when it's necessary. Because what happens when a person has depression? All they want is someone to listen. Sometimes they block all this negativity that people say to them, or all these challenges that they're facing, because they feel like there's actually no one who's willing to listen to whatever that they're going through. There's no one that is willing to listen. But if you have a chance to actually sit down and listen, then listen. Your body language says a lot to a person who's grieving, or to a person who's depressed, or to a person who's hurt emotionally. If your body language is suggesting otherwise, that person might not actually confide in you because they feel like you're taking them as a joke. So my fellow Zimbabweans, my fellow Africans, the whole world, wherever you are watching me from, please, let's be kind to each other and take people seriously. Depression is real, and a lot of people are actually dying because of this, because we don't take it serious, because we think it's a joke, because we think people are acting out, because we are in a good space. We're in a good shape. And when you're in a good shape, you don't see it when someone else is in a bad shape, because things are okay with you, you're good, you're happy, and you've got nothing to complain about, right? But there is someone out there who's going through something that they can't talk about. How do we help those people? How do we sit down and actually feel for them? How do we sit down and not judge those people? How do we be best Christians and actually show them the same love and kindness that Jesus showed to us? How do we stand for our brothers and sisters in kindness and in love? How do we do that? Because depression is real and people are going to die. As long as we don't take it seriously, as long as we don't discuss it with our kids, as long as we don't learn to talk about our problems, as long as we don't learn to actually express how we feel to other people, we're gonna get hurt. You know, people in Zimbabwe have got this thing of saying, don't catch feelings, like don't be emotional. And I've always said, you know what? I am an emotional freak. You can call me that, whatever you want. because I care about how I feel. And I know what depression did to me. I know the effects of depression. I know what it can do to you. And I know how bad it can damage someone. Some people are still surviving. Some people are still healing from depression. Talk about your feelings. Express how you feel. If you're hurt, don't be ashamed to express it. Don't be afraid to show it. Don't be afraid to shed your tears because you think and care about what your peers will say to you after you cry. Don't be afraid of the naysayers and what they might say to you. At the end of the day, when you close your door, your inner curtains, they're not there. It's you and your feelings and your heart. So if you put on a brave face into the world because you want people to think you're strong and you're actually dying inside, you're not doing good to anybody, but you're hurting yourself even more. Talk about your feelings. Express how you feel. Cry if you must. Jump on top of the mountain if you're happy. If somebody offends you, talk to them. Talk about it. You might not be able to actually address it to them and say you have hurt me, but at least find someone that you tell things so that you don't bottle them up inside and it ends up being bitterness, depression, all these things. Find someone to talk to. It's not, aise mosha kuva emotional. Aise mosha kurwadziwa kana munhu ataura things that are not kind to you. Aise mosha to feel hurt and pain in your heart. That is how we are designed as human beings, to feel and respond when something is being said or is being done to us. It's very normal for one to feel. It will be very abnormal if one does not feel when someone does or says something to them. It's normal and it's okay to feel pain. It's okay to cry. It's okay to express it. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be human. We're living in a fast world. People want to be superstitious. People want to be, up and down, running and feeling like they're on top of the world and making the world happy and making their Instagram followers and Facebook and YouTubers happy and all that. At the end of the day, when they close their door, they're a broken record. Choose you. Be selfish. Choose you. Depression is real. Depression is killed. Depression is killing, and depression will continue killing. Let's raise awareness to our children as young as they are in high schools. Let's not condemn each other if one has done bad. Let's help each other. Let's be kind to each other. Let's listen to each other. Stop talking. Pause. Listen and respond. Be a good citizen. Be a good Christian. Be a responsible father. You come from work and you're my dad, your mom, and you sit on your phone. You don't look at my face. I've been bullied from school. I've been hurt by my boyfriend. I've been hurt by the next door neighbor. You can't see it because you're glued to social media followers and social media people and all these famous people, but you can't see me, your child, who's been hurt by these people. You care so much about the people that are 1,000 kilometers away from you, but you don't care about me who's sitting right next to you. What has the world come to? Because if you don't care about how I feel, if you're not looking at me and seeing how broken I am, when I have no one to talk to, depression will grow inside of me. I'll be bitter. I'll be defensive. I'll build a wall around myself to protect myself. Play your part. Protect your loved ones. Protect strangers. Protect those who don't have a voice. Life ain't about making other people happy and damaging yourself inside. 2020, be selfish and think about yourself. Your heart, you can't repair it when it's broken and shattered. Be selfish. Think about yourself. Depression is real. Raise awareness. I'll be talking about this topic throughout. For as long as this channel will exist, I'll talk about depression more and more and more, and mental health, because I want you to be educated. People talk about fitness so much. I want to talk about mental fitness as well. I want to talk about mental health. I want to raise awareness so that we make an impact in someone's life, so that we raise awareness, so that someone knows. I'm not perfect, but at least I want to make a difference. Talk about these things as they happen and help yourself. Catch my feelings. Feel wadziwa. Cannot wadziwa, express it. When you express it, go through it. When you go through it, get over it and move on. Ausidombo, you're not a rock. You're a human being. You've got feelings. You feel hurt and you feel happy. You respond when something is done or said to you. I really hope this video is going to be of help to someone out there. I really hope that you can feel what I feel as I express this. Depression is real. Depression is killing. Depression has killed, and it will continue killing as long as we sit back and fold our hands. But we can make a difference by choosing to talk about it, by raising awareness for it, and actually making a difference. So, from your girl, don't forget to share this video with as many people as you can. Remember, spreading love all over the place, making wisdom go viral. Subscribe, hit the notification bar, and share the video. And let's meet next time. And I hope God is doing wonderful things in your life. And I hope you're being kind to your sister. Remember this period, be kind, spread love. From your girl, peace. Love you always.